What is going on, Taurus? Welcome to your weekly forecast for the week of November 9th through the 15th of 2020. I appreciate you being here. I hope you had a good weekend, a good week. Let's jump into the chart because there is, as always, a lot going on, but this week especially a lot going on. We have Mars going to go direct in your 12th house. It's going to start off the week, though, with an opposition to Venus in the home sign of Libra in your 6th house. This is, I would say, a major opposition. This hasn't happened since 1941. This is big in a sense that Mars retrograde in the 12th has been difficult. Well, it's coming direct. So there's finally this sense of you're almost done. It's on its way to your first house where it's very strong. It's going to actualize who you are, your identity, and all the culmination of all the stuff that it's already figured out on its way through your houses. So this is a big deal, and it's going to oppose Venus, and Venus is ripping, going full speed right now. So there's a purity to reality that by surrendering and having the universe take you to the way that you can be of service and help others, and it's in a feminine energy way, a non-linear way, to de-stress yourself. And that's this opposition. Can you de-stress your reality by letting the purity of everything happen and to not be too picky about what the universe should look like? Mercury is going to ingress from your 6th house into your 7th house, where the sun and moon are going to make their new moon this week at 23 degrees. So, Mercury's still in shadow, but there's a lot of stuff going on in your 7th house. So in a sense, it's like, how pure are your relationships? And these are big questions, and you have to ask yourself these questions and make sure that there's conversations going with people in your life. This new moon, even before the new moon, we're going to have Neptune trine the sun. This is definitely asking for you to step into relationships that are going to take you further in life and to not be delusional about the people that you keep yourself with. Make sure that the energy you keep yourself with that you keep with you, I should say, is of that same frequency, that same vibration. And, I would say that a lot can be innovated. I would say that friend groups and people are such a big deal right now to help you get through even this Mars in the 12th house. So it's like, who are you keeping in your circle? What relationships are pure? And how do you go from that? This is a new moon. It's a big deal. And Jupiter and Pluto are going to conjunct in your 9th house. Beliefs are huge right now. What are you believing in? And I think that's the question. Are you believing in something bigger, 12th house? Are you believing in something more universal? Same with the 9th house. And are you ready to transform your life and transform your relationships based on that? Because it's going to sextile this new moon. So it's definitely a huge week of stepping into relationships that are going to go into the great unknown with you, and to find out what's coming through. What purities are there? What is the universe trying to expand and bring you? And I think that, there's a huge gift there when you can surrender to that energy. And it's like people are going to help either show you that energy and be the teacher, or they're going to also be the teacher by showing you what energy you don't want to keep around you. And you have to be able to, with Mercury and shadow in that 7th house, communicate what your desires are for where your soul wants to expand. What do you want to go create? What do you want to go see in life? What do you want to make happen? And I think this is a big week for that. That new moon is, the sun in general this week, it's going to quincunx the north node. The moon's right there too. 3 degrees in your 2nd house. There has to be a definite relationship to yourself and have your values figured out right now. And when you have your values figured out and you are confident in that, it's going to automatically help you get through any relationships. It's going to help you connect to the people that you should be connecting to, that are going to expand your reality and take you to the place in this universe that you want to be, that's going to bring you a beautiful purity, and it's going to bring you this reality that's going to make sense and not stress you out. And I think you have to be willing to look into the universe and say, okay, what's next? And make sure that you're willing to transform in that space. It would be everything. So there's definitely a lot going on this week. Mercury is going to also get ready to oppose Uranus again. Definitely liberating through being strong in your own ego and liberating in that sense with Uranus. And you got to be able to communicate that. You got to be able to bring that to the people in your life to, see who's going to be on your team or not. I would say that a lot of the 11th house is breaking away from people, disconnecting from anybody that's not on the same frequency, that doesn't want to go to the new future that you want to create in your life. It's a big deal. So big relationship stuff, a lot about expanding into the great unknown. And I would say there's this feminine energy taking over that's trying to keep things not linear. Linear is more masculine. And with Venus taking over and passing Mars here, a stopped Mars at that, there's definitely a need to purify through the feminine energy and to expand upon that and to not let things, certainty would just be a stress right now. What's out there? Certainty is not ideal in this situation. The Three of Wands reversed. Wow. If you want to expand your life, you have to be willing to let the transformation take place. This is so Jupiter-Pluto in your 9th house. It's crazy. There's a whole gift of universe and world and knowledge that is out there for you, but what do you would only be holding yourself back if you weren't willing to accept that gift from the universe and to accept that purity. And I think that, you need to let the expanse come through, and that's going to help so much. And it's definitely important to, I would say, make sure that the people around you are supportive, and to make sure that if they're not, that you're able to communicate that and step into more, relationships or even just friendships or just a group of others that can support and want you to expand and to grow as a soul, and that will help so much. I love you very much, Taurus. I hope you have a great week. Catch you next time. Peace.